That's me.
Yeah. What's it? What Donegal Daddy? That is. Do you feature you being a dad?
That's
Is that what
pretty much it. It's just it evolved into day-to-day life with being a stay-at-home dad with me girls. Well, two girls now. We had one at the start when it started. We had Gracie just, and she's 3.5 now, and Kate is 5 months.
Wow.
So,
hands on. How do you have time for doing any filming?
well, it started off kind of. It was easy enough because Gracie was only 9 months at the time, so it was just a matter of messing about. And now it's kind of evolved into people wanted to see more of just the day-to-day life of how it being a dad of a toddler is. So it's not too bad. You just take snippets of real life.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about. Keeping it real and showing that
the ups and downs.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping it real.
Showing how hard it is.
Yeah. Oh, I can well imagine. Very good. Okay then. So you've used your platform because you've a lot of followers, as all the boys do, but decided to do Movember. It's a kind of a Movember Plus.
It is, yeah. We kind of, my Aoife there, my wife, she's not too impressed with the old beard and moustache growing, but this year I've kind of decided to stick with the beard for now, and then I'll go moustache for the last couple of days. But and then we added on 100 press-ups a day to try and just to show, like, doing bits of exercise to help with the mental health and give you kind of a goal to do something every day.
It's 100 press-ups in the whole day. You're not expected to do them all together.
No, well, I've tried to do them all together, but yeah, you have breaking them down into
what are you at the moment?
10s and 20s, and I can bang out them in 20s, not too bad, it's grand, but first few days it was, you're breaking them down to 5s by the end of the day nearly.
So you have a nice firm biceps when it's all over.
I don't know what I needed to do something anyway before it started, but so that's good. It's been good. Like, it kind of gives you a motivation to do it as well, and then it highlights what we're trying to highlight, and that's the main thing.
Well, that's part of it, but it's good to set a challenge as well, and then you just work towards it. In this case, it's over a month with the different elements, and together, Mo Bros. Is that how you pronounce it?
The Mo Bros, yeah.
Mo Bros.
So it's like, it's the Movember, and then the wee team we have gathered up. Paddy kind of got us all lined up.
Would you have known the other boys, or would you just been aware of them online?
That is one of the kind of, I suppose, everybody talks about the negatives of social media at times, but the positives are definitely like meeting the guys like Paddy. And I met Paddy and Kevin probably maybe around this time last year, or the summer last year, and Paddy was doing another charity event, swimming, doing dips in the sea for 365 days. He done it every day. But so I met Paddy and Kevin through that, and like top lads, and then you kind of met the other lads through that as well. So it's just amazing. It's a real positive thing that comes out of social that people never really talk about the good side of it. Nearly, it's always you hear the negatives. It's easier
This is true. You hear the downside of, and sure you've experienced it as well. But it's good to focus on the positives, and in this case, it's meeting the boys and being able to use your profile then for something like this.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's so how's the other beards and moustaches and stuff coming on?
Oh, Paddy's a salubrious moustache there.
But he had a bit of facial growth.
He always keep a beard.
On.
Yeah, and he has a quality tash now.
All right, to go with it.
Yeah.
Right. And they're, I presume they're all progressing with the push-ups as well. They're all
that's it. Everyone's.
Okay, very good.
Paddy's is like, when you see his videos, he's doing a lot quicker than me.
That's fancy editing.
Maybe sped it up.
Slick editing,
yeah.
So it's in a way it's leading up to the end of the month, and this event on Sunday, which is a great idea, and it's so simple. It's just meet up and go for a walk. In this case, it's a walk up Errigal.
That's it, exactly. Yeah. So it's, I suppose, a big part of it is the whole Movember thing started with. Initially, they started it for prostate cancer and make it awareness and getting men to go and get checked, because like it was a thing of not going to get checked until there were symptoms, and that was kind of nearly too late when you have prostate cancer. So it's pushing that to go and get checked without any signs, and then it kind of progressed then into mental health awareness, because it's become such a mad thing in young men that there's like it's crazy. I think it's 1 a minute around the world, across the world, of young men committing suicide. So it's pushing that end of it too. Like, and I think most people have well, a lot of people you speak to have had some kind of mental health struggles. So it's nice just to kind of do something to help highlight it and show that there is help there to be got if you need it. Like,
What is it about us men? We're just reluctant to talk about serious issues, whether it's to do with, physical health or mental health with other men. If we do, and it's a big if we do talk about it, it tends to be with women, whether it's your partner or someone in the family or whatever, but not man to man.
Yeah.
Instead, it's all kept on the surface, and it's all lights about the football or
you just it's completely ignored. It's like, well, I know myself personally, probably wouldn't. I got the help because my wife was there with me, supporting me, and my parents. But you have to, like, at the time, I just had a kind of a brick wall, and I just I knew I had to do something because it was like that a real dark place, and I just was like, I have to do something here. And I went to my GP, and I broke down in his office, and I thought going to the GP, I thought, God, this is so stupid going to the GP. Why am I, like, he's going to laugh me out of the room kind of thing.
But a lot of men would think just like that.
And I thought, oh God, he's going to think I'm a clown. Like, and then I went and I spoke with him, and I just broke down in his office, as I say, and like it was the breakthrough, because he just was absolutely brilliant, and he just got me sorted, like, and I went to speak then with other people, like, and I can use them tools now, so when if it comes round again that you feel that, oh, this is coming up on me again or creeping up, you have tools to deal with it. And that's the big thing, is once you go and get the help, there is loads of help there to be got.
But it was a real struggle to get to the point where you knew you had to go to the GP, and you knew you had to get help. And I suppose what this does is it creates awareness, and it's awareness about how it's okay to talk to other people, and it's okay to look for help, and maybe it'll help other men get to a stage where they either reach out for help or maybe they'll be able to deal with it and develop some tools along the way where they don't need professional help, but just to be aware that there's.
And it's like the likes of these events now, like the walk and talk that we're doing on Errigal. It might just be that case if you need just to go out and have a chat about life Simple in general, and it might just be getting out of your own head, like, and not kind of running from things, like, or just, as you say, brushing them under the carpet, like, which, like, I would have done that a lot when I was going through it. I would have done a lot of fitness and cycling, and that would have just been like, oh, I'm feeling crap, go, and then next thing during the winter you would go and decide to start running just to kind of be doing something, and you were never addressing it. So rather than addressing it, you would just go and do some crazy challenge, like.
But that's the kind of an escape that I think a lot of men would opt for. Going for the run or going for the cycle or a walk, or whatever.
And them escapes are fine once you realise that why you're doing it. If you know what I mean, like that you're dealing with the actual issue as well on top of that, and not just going for the run and trying to avoid it. It's kind of being able to go, I do like running, and I'll do that to help, but I also sit and deal with this, what's going on inside too, like.
Okay. And talking is so important.
Massive.
Just sharing.
Yeah,
just like getting it out there.
Yeah, like even like and I wouldn't have been one for talking about it either, really. But like even at the lowest point, like I said this before on my profile, and said it like about, we were away on this holiday of a lifetime, and I had a back issue, and it had just put me in this real bad place, and we were out there in this, holiday of a lifetime, and I was lying in a bed not wanting to leave the room, and we were like, and I didn't speak to my wife for maybe 4 days, I'd say, and I was lying in a hotel room in Dubai just not wanting to move, and that's when I got to the point of going, this needs to be addressed. This is not the way to deal with it, lying in a room and not speaking to your best friend kind of thing.
Was the problem with your back, or was it more than that?
It was the back. The kind of, I suppose the back was the kind of the thing that made it all kind of build, because I would have been able to kind of train myself out of it, like that kind of way. And then when I couldn't train, and then my back was giving me the problem, and I just kind of got into a point of, I'm going to have this back trouble for the rest of my life, and you just don't see an end to it. And then it was kind of like, you just were like, when you see no way out, then you start thinking worse things, and that kind of, and then I realised, no, that's not.
So one thing can lead to another.
That's it.
Whereas if you'd, on day one, if you'd opened up and talked to Aoife, then it might not have escalated.
Well, she would, like, Aoife would always have been like, oh, like, you need to go and see, or she might have said it, you know, oh, maybe you should talk to someone, and like I was just like, no, I can deal with it myself, that kind of way. And then you just need to kind of realise that. But like, maybe if I didn't have that support of Aoife and my parents, like, it would have been, you just don't know where it would be like. And that's what I'd be afraid of for a lot of people that might not have a partner or a friend that they can open up to, or that would know what's going on even. Because like, only for Aoife was there in the room at times, that she actually seen it happening. Whereas some people might not have that. And when you come out the door, like if anyone met me out the door, they'd be like, that fella's 100%, like, sure, look at him, he's going to go out there, not a bother.
But
do you know?
All too often isn't that the way of it.
That's it.
Okay, so talking is vital, and there's going to be hopefully plenty of talking on Sunday. That's the whole idea. And this isn't just the six of you guys getting together. You want you to throw this out to everybody who wants to come along. Feel free to talk or don't talk. Just
don't
go for the
exactly,
walk if you
that's
want.
it. And like,
and listen.
Yeah, unless that's it. It's kind of just come out. It's just to get people out of the house, get people socialising, chatting, having the crack. It's like anytime you go for a hike, you'll meet somebody, and it's always you'll have a chat about all kinds of everything. Like, and you don't have to come and talk about mental health. You can just come and chat about the weather. It's just about getting out and realising that there's lots of good people, and it's because you can get bogged down in social media too and see all the negative comments and negative everything, and then when you go for these walks, and I think it's the struggle together up the hill. It's kind of everybody's in the one boat. Yeah, do you know?
Precisely, and it's that little bit easier now to get up Errigal with the path there.
Exactly,
At least it's more accessible.
Yeah.
You still have to get up to the same height, mind you, but it's where practical clothes. You can get cold up there.
Definitely.
If you haven't gone up, or it's been ages since you've gone up, then the footwear not as big an issue as it used to be. You really go up in trainers now.
Yeah, you could go up in trainers now. But yeah, as you say, just it's Donegal in November, so plan for every
expect anything.
Yeah, and layers, plenty of layers. I always find is good going up Errigal, like that. You might not need the jacket on the way up, but when you get to the top, you'll definitely need it, and a hat or whatever. Like, you know, just become prepared, and then a bottle of water is always a good option too.
100%. Okay, so what time is everybody meeting up on?
We're meeting at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning at the car park in Errigal, and then we're hoping to be away by 11:30.
Okay. And just a reminder that you're Donegal daddy, but you can, I suppose, people can check out any of the other fellas as well.
Exactly.
On social media.
You'll see us all. Like, we'll be tagging each other in stories and that, so you'll see us all there. But and like that, if anyone needs to even reach out for anything, just give us a shout as well. Like, private and confidential, always, obviously.
Great, good to know. And you're raising money along the way. Is there any money being raised on Sunday? Will there be donations?
It's just donations if you want. We know that obviously there's a cost of living crisis at the minute, and the big part of it is raising awareness, like, and making sure people know the means is there to help you. But yeah, donations are all welcome. We're up to about 2,000 for the team there now at the minute, so brilliant. Any more we can get would be great.
Listen, well done. Good luck on Sunday, and well done to the other guys as well, and good luck with all the beards and the moustaches into the bargain. Okay, Micheál Brennan, thank you very much.
Thanks a million, John. Cheers for that.
My brother's coming home this Christmas, and he hasn't been home for years. We miss him so much, and we cannot wait to have him back.
Christmas is a special time of year.